Hey everyone, today we're diving into the heart of every computer, the CPU, also known as the Central Processing Unit. Think of it as the brain of your computer. Whatever your computer does, opening apps, running games, even browsing TikTok, YouTube, and live streaming, the CPU is calling the shots behind the scenes. What is a CPU? The CPU is where all the calculations happen. Every instruction your computer executes, whether it's adding numbers, checking if a button is clicked, or loading a website, passes through the CPU. Without it, your computer is basically a paperweight. Fun fact, the first CPUs were huge, room-sized machines in the 1940s. Today, your CPU fits in the palm of your hand but can perform billions of calculations per second. CPU components. Let's break down what's inside a CPU. Cores. Think of each core as a mini brain. The more cores you have, the more tasks your CPU can handle at the same time. Modern CPUs can have 8, 16, or even more cores. Threads. Threads let cores handle multiple tasks simultaneously. It's like having a to-do list for each core. Cache. A tiny, ultra-fast memory inside the CPU. The CPU stores the stuff it uses most often here so it doesn't have to run to RAM every time. Clock speed. Measured in gigahertz, it's basically how fast your CPU can execute instructions. A higher clock speed equals faster processing, but cores and threads matter too. Here's a more practical analogy. Think of the CPU as a chef in a kitchen. Cores are the chefs, threads are their assistants. Cache is the prep table with all ingredients ready. Clock speed is how fast they can chop and cook. How CPU communicates. The CPU doesn't work alone, it communicates with other parts through the motherboard using pathways called buses. RAM. Think of this as your chef's counter where ingredients are temporarily stored. CPU fetches what it needs from RAM.
Storage HDD or SSD.
This is your pantry. It stores ingredients for the long term. CPU pulls data from storage when needed.
GPU.
If your chef has a team of artists for visuals, that's the GPU. CPU coordinates tasks but lets GPU handle heavy graphic work. Types of CPUs and modern trends. There are many CPU brands and types. Intel, AMD, and Apple's M series are some popular ones. Multi-core processors are now standard. More cores equals better multitasking. Hyperthreading lets a single core handle multiple tasks at once. CPUs are also getting more energy efficient while being insanely powerful. For example, Apple's M1 chip can run complex apps using very little power. Real-life examples. So, why does this matter for you? When you play games, the CPU calculates enemy movements and physics. When you edit videos, it crunches numbers to apply effects quickly. Even when you scroll social media, the CPU ensures everything loads smoothly. In short, the CPU is the ultimate decision maker for everything your computer does. In summary, the CPU is the brain of the computer. Cores, threads, cache, and clock speed determine how powerful it is. It works with RAM, storage, and GPU to get things done. Next time you open an app or start a game, remember, your CPU is the unsung hero making it all happen. Hit the like and subscribe button if you learned something new, and in our next video, we'll dive into RAM, the computer's temporary workspace. Trust me, it's going to be lit. Enjoy the rest of your net surfing. See you on the next one.